AI company harvested billions of Facebook photos for a facial recognition database that is sold to the police. Artificial intelligence is having a cultural moment. AI-powered chatterbots like ChatGPT and their visual imaging creation counterparts like DALL-E have been in the news lately for fear that they could replace human jobs, such as AI tools work by scraping the data for millions of texts and pictures, fashioning new works by remixing existing ones into intelligent ways that make them seem more human. Yet, another, albeit lesser-known AI-driven database is scraping images from millions and millions of people, and for far less scrupulous means. Meet Clearview AI, a tech company that specializes in facial recognition services. Clearview AI markets its facial recognition database to law enforcement to investigate crimes, enhance public safety, and provide justice to victims according to their website. Yet, revelations as to how the company obtains images for their database of nearly 30 billion photos has caused an uproar. Last week, CEO Han Ton-That said in an interview with BBC that the company obtained its photos without users' knowledge, scraped from social media platforms like Facebook, and provided them to the U.S. law enforcement. The CEO also said that the database has been used by American law police nearly 1 million times since 2017. In a statement to Insider, Ton-That said that the database of images was lawfully collected just like any other search engine like Google. Notably, lawful does not in this context imply that the user whose photo was scrapped gave consent. Clearview's AI database is used for after-the-crime investigations by law enforcement and is not available to the general public, the CEO told Insider. Every photo in the dataset is a potential clue that could save a life, provide justice to an innocent victim, prevent a wrongful identification, or exonerate an innocent person. As reported by the BBC, Clearview AI has faced millions of dollars in fines for breaches of privacy in Europe and Australia. In the BBC interview, Miami police confirmed that it uses this software and treats it as a tip for investigators for all crimes and that it helped solve some murders. "We do not make an arrest because an algorithm tells us to," said Assistant Chief of Police Armando Aguilar. "We either put that name in a photographic lineup or we go about solving the case through traditional means." Clearview is no stranger to lawsuits over potential violations of the privacy laws. In May 2020, the American Civil Liberties Union, aka the ACLU, filed a lawsuit against Clearview alleging that the company violated Illinois residents' privacy rights under the Illinois Biometric Information Privacy Act. According to the ACLU, following a settlement, Clearview has been banned from making its FacePrint database available to private entities and most businesses in the United States. While Clearview claims its technology is highly accurate, there are stories that suggest otherwise. For example, the New York Times recently reported on a wrongful arrest of a man claiming that he had used stolen credit cards to buy designer purses. The police department had a contract with Clearview, according to the report, and it was used in the investigation to identify him. In response to the report, Ton-That was apologetic, saying one false arrest is one too many. Even if Clearview AI comes up with the initial result that is in the beginning of the investigation by law enforcement to determine based on other factors, whether the correct person has been identified, he told The Times. More than 1 million searches have been conducted using Clearview AI. Police have also used the technology to arrest a protester who was accused of throwing rocks at a police officer in Miami. The Electronic Frontier Foundation, also known as the EFF, has described facial recognition technology as a growing menace to radical justice, privacy, free speech, and information security. In 2022, the organization praised the multiple lawsuits it faced. One of the worst offenders in Clearview AI, which extracts face prints from millions of people without their consent and uses these face prints to help police identify suspects, the EFF stated. For example, police in Miami worked with Clearview to identify participants in a Black-led protest against police violence. Meta owners of Facebook told Insider recently that the scraping by Clearview invades people's privacy. And Meta said that they banned the founder from our services and sent them a legal demand to stop accessing any data, photos, or videos from our services. Matthew Agrilla, a senior policy analyst for the International Digital Rights for Nonprofit, told Insider that it is not merely Facebook it's accused of the concern for, it's the web in general. I think that one of the nefarious things about it, Agrilla told Insider, because you might be very aware of how Clearview does, and so prevent any of your social media profiles from being crawled by Google to make sure that the picture you post isn't publicly accessed on the open web, and think that this might keep me safe. But the thing about Clearview is it recognizes pictures of you anywhere on the web. So there we have it, you guys. Welcome to the apocalypse.